Gravity feels different lately since you let go of me. The ground don't look forgiving like it used to be. You were always there to catch me when my balance slipped away. Now I'm leaning into nothing every single day. Your echo fills the hallway like a warning in the dark. Every step I take alone feels like falling apart. I used to land in safety in the shelter of your heart. Now there's nothing underneath me, just a long way down to start. I'm falling without your arms, no one left to break my fall. Used to feel invincible, now I feel it all. Every dream is second, like tears in rain. I'm reaching for your comfort, but I'm gravity pain. I'm falling with all your arms, and it's deeper than before. A bed feels like a cliff edge with no one by my side. I'm dangling from memories of the way you used to hold me tight. You said love will keep us steady through every high and low. But when the storm got heavy, you were the first to go. Now every night's a free fall beside this storm. I never feared a darkness until I faced it alone. If I close my eyes, I almost feel your touch, but almost doesn't save me, and it doesn't mean much. I'm falling without your arms into a hollow space where your warmth used to surround me. Now there's just empty place. No hands to pull me closer, no voice to calm the storm. Just echoes all alone. It doesn't keep me warm. Falling with all your arms, and I don't know Did you know you were my rise? Did you know you were my ground? Now I'm learning how to stand with no one else around. If love was meant to lift me, why did it let me drop? Why does it still hurt, even though it's starting? Falling without your arms, but I'm still here. No safety net, no steady ground, just broken night sitting on the edge of your bed, suitcase shadowed by the door. Your silence louder than the words you said, like I've heard it all before. Streetlight leaking through the curtains, painted heartbreak on the wall. You won't look at me directly, like that'll hurt less when I fall. Your fingers slipping from my sweater, like you're already gone. I feel the distance growing wider, though we're still holding on. You say it's for the better, but it don't feel right. You're walking out the door and I'm losing my light. It's a late night last goodbye, and I'm falling without your arms. No one left to steady me, no one left to come. All the promises we whispered, now they're breaking in the dark. I'm reaching for your love, but I'm falling without your arms. Late night last goodbye, and I don't know who I am. Your cologne still on my pillow, like it's trying to stay. Look, the warmth we used to share is fading fast. The way you used to hold me through the storms, make the shaking stop. Now I'm standing in the thunder with no one when I drop. Every forever that you told me is echoing tonight. I'm watching all our memories disappear from sight. You say I'll be stronger when the morning comes, but strength feels like weakness when you're the one I've lost. It's a late night last goodbye, and I'm falling without your arms. Gravity is merciless since you let me go. I'm breaking in slow motion, and it's deeper than it shows. You were my safe place, now I'm alone in the dark. The late night last goodbye, I'm falling with all your arms. Ooh. If I call you tomorrow, would you still be mine? Or is this really the ending of our fragile line? I thought love would catch me before I hit the floor, but love just watched me fall and close the door. It's a late night last goodbye, and I'm falling without yours, trying to breathe through all these silent alarms. Maybe I'll learn to love, maybe I'll learn to stand, but tonight I'm just a heart slipping through your hands. Late night last goodbye, still falling in the dark. Dark picture, footsteps fade. I'm still reaching for the shape you made for without your arms. You kissed me like you meant it, but your eyes were halfway gone, like you were already leaving, even while holding on. You said let's take it slow now, like that would make it last. But every promise that you whispered felt like it was made of glass. I memorized your breathing like it was something safe, but safety turned to silence, and silence turned to space. I gave you something permanent, you gave me something passing through. I was building us a future, you were just passing time with me and you. Your love felt temporary, like it had an end date from the start. I was writing you in ink, you penciled in my heart. Every forever sounded fragile, every always felt unsure. I was drowning in devotion, you were standing by the shore. Your love felt temporary, but mine was something more. You held me when it suited, you let go when it got hard. You kept one foot outside the door while I was all in from the start. I ignored the hesitation in the way you said my name, like I was just a chapter, not the title you acclaimed. The nights were warm and golden, but the morning stuff so cold, like I was loving someone who was never fully sold. You called a bad timing, but time is not to blame. You were scared of something real, I was burning in the flame. Your love felt temporary, like a season bound to change. I was planting roots so deep, you were drifting out of range. I believed in something steady, you believed it, we'll see. I was holding on to you, you weren't holding on to me. Your love felt temporary, and that broke permanently. Was I just a comfort until you found your way? Was I just a placeholder? You knew you wouldn't stay. I would have fought forever, I would have worn the scars, but you don't fight for something you never meant to go. Your love felt temporary, but the damage feels so real. Now I'm stuck here learning how to let myself heal. No more begging for consistency, no more half-lit spark. I deserve a love that stays when it's heavy and it's dark. Your love felt temporary, but I won't be anymore. The coffee's gone cold on the windowsill, just like the side of the bed. Sunlight creeping through the quiet room, but it can't warm what you left. Your mug's still sitting where you placed it, lipstick faded on the rim. I trace it like it's sacred, like it might bring you back again. The clock heart keeps ticking louder in this silence we made. Every second tastes bitter since you walked away. Sting used to rise between us, now it's just the air. I'm sipping on what's left of us, but you're no longer there. Cold coffee, warm memories burning through my chest. You left the heat inside of me, but took away the rest. Every laugh still lingers in the corners of my mind. I'm stuck here in the aftertaste of a love I can't rewind. Cold coffee, warm memories, and I'm drinking them alone. We used to talk for hours till the night turned into dawn. Now the only voice I hear is the echo when you're gone. Your jacket on the chair still smells like yesterday, but sin can't hold a heart beating. Fabric doesn't stay. I replay every promise like a broken melody. You're trying to find the moment where you stop choosing me. The shoulder at the bottom never fully dissolves, like the pain in my chest, it never resolves. Cold coffee, Lord memories, heavy on my tongue. You were my forever pain. Now you're my what we were. I keep reaching for your shadow in the early morning light, but warmth don't last forever when love wants out at night. Cold coffee, warm memories, and a heart that won't defrost. Maybe I should pour it out, let the bitterness go, but I keep taking sips of a love that's grown cold. You moved on like summer, I'm frozen in time, holding on to moments that were never really mine. Cold coffee, warm memories, fading day by day. Maybe one day I'll wake up and the warmth will slip away. Wash these cups of heartbreak, clear the space you used to be. But tonight I sit in silence with your ghost and me. No screaming, no shattered glass, just quiet tears and dim cafe light. Your hand trembled inside of mine, like I knew this was goodbye. No villains in the story, no cruel words left behind, just two hearts out of rhythm, trying to be kind. You looked at me like always, but softer than before, like you were memorizing what you had to let go. We didn't fall in anger, we didn't burn in flames. We just stood in the silence and whispered each other's names. We broke beautifully tonight, like a sunset losing light. No chaos, no fight, just the slowest kind of goodbye. Your tears fell into mine, like they knew it wasn't right. We let go gently, but it still hurt deep inside. You broke beautifully tonight, but broken is still broken. Your voice was barely steady when you said we tried our best, and that was the heaviest sentence that ever left your chest. I watched the future fade from the reflection in your eyes. All our one-day conversations turned into quiet sighs. We were good at loving, just bad at staying whole. Somewhere between forever, we slowly lost control. No blame to throw between us, no door to slam shut, just two hands slowly separated, even though they didn't want to. We broke beautifully tonight, like glass and golden light. Every memory standing as it slipped out of sight. You said I'll always care, and I knew that was true. But caring isn't enough when love can't carry two. We broke beautifully tonight, with nothing left to say. If love was only passion, we would still be fine. But love needs more than heartbeats, it needs the right time. I'll always see your shadow in places we would go, and I'll always hate the moment we chose to let go. We broke beautifully tonight, but beauty doesn't heal. It doesn't stop the emptiness, it doesn't change the feels. Tomorrow we'll wake up on separate sides of pain. Two people who still love but couldn't stand to say. We broke beautifully tonight, and I'll never forget how soft piano echoes, so crying guitars, so no words left now, just space where we used to be. The record spinning slowly in a room that's half alive. Curtains barely moving, like they're trying not to cry. Your picture on a dresser, still tilted to my side. I haven't had the courage to say a real goodbye. The floor remembers footsteps we traced in softer days. Now it only echoes all the love that slipped away. I close my eyes, you're here again, your fingers laced with mine. But when I blink, it's empty, yeah. In silence every time I'm dancing with our ghosts in the middle of the night, spinning with the memories that disappeared from sight. Your shadow feels so close, but it fades when morning shows. I'm holding on to moments that nobody else knows, dancing with our ghost in a house we used to call home. Your laughter lives in corners where the light don't fully reach. Every wall still whispers all the promises we preach. I'm more like you're beside me, like your heart beats still insane. But I'm swaying with the silence on the edge of what I think. Your rhythm's getting weaker, but I don't let it stop. If I stop moving with you, then I have to face the loss. We were fire in slow motion, now it's smoke I can't contain. I try to bring you in again, but it only brings the pain. I'm dancing with our ghosts under pale and broken light. Every step is fragile, every touch ain't right. Your arms are just a memory wrapped around my soul. I'm spinning in the emptiness, trying to feel whole, dancing with our ghost, but they can't hold me tight. If I let the music fade, will you disappear? If I finally stop this song, will the truth be clear? That love can't find a heart long after it lets go, and some good say pain and mercy across a breaking day. Pink sky looked so gentle while you walked away. Your shadow stretched beside me, but never turned around. The world kept spinning softly while mine crashed to the ground. You said we'd always fight first, said love was worth the scars, but promises look different when they're whispered from afar. The sky was glowing heaven, but my chest was storming gray. Funny how the prettiest nights can still end in pain. Tears under pink skies, falling as the daylight dies. Beauty in the horizon, but heartbreak in my eyes. We look like a postcard from far away in time, but up close we were breaking, one silent crack at a time. Tears under pink skies, and no one saw me fall. Your hands slid from my fingers like sand I couldn't hold. The warmth we built together turned fragile in the cold. We stood there in the afterglow of everything we were. Your voice was calm and steady, mine barely a whisper. The colors kept on blending like nothing was wrong, but every shade of pink felt like the end of a song. If love was meant forever, why did it feel so slow? Why did something so beautiful end with no fight at all? Tears under pink skies streaming down my face. You said it wasn't time, just something we can't replace. I'm standing in the twilight with pieces in my hands, watching all our ways fade into recant. Tears under pink skies, where we let each other go. Maybe sunsets are reminders, and endings can look sweet, but something can be started and still taste like defeat. I always love the colors, but I'll never love that night when heaven touched the horizon and you stepped out of my life. Tears under pink skies, but the colors start to fade, leaving only shadows of the love we couldn't save. Tomorrow there'll be daylight, but tonight I'm We said that was enough, but almost feels so fragile when your heart is giving love. Late night conversations like we already belonged, dancing on the edge of something we both knew was wrong. Your fingers traced my future like you planned to stay, but every time I leaned in, you'd slowly pull away. We had the chemistry, the fire, the way our shadows touched, but every time it got too real, you said it was too much. We were almost lovers, almost us, one step from forever, but scared of the trust. You held me like I mattered, but never made it clear I was close enough to feel you, but never close to hear. Almost lovers, almost us, and almost still hurts. We talk about tomorrow like it had our names, but morning always changed your mind and put us back in frames. Your hoodie in my bedroom, your toothbrush by my sink, proof that we were something more than what you think. But when your friends would ask you who I was to you, you'd laugh and change the subject like we were never true. You said you didn't want to lose me, but wouldn't let me win. You kept me in the doorway, never letting me in. We were almost lovers, almost brave, standing at the altar of the love we never gave. You kissed me like forever, but loved me like a phase. I was building something solid, you were beauty escape. Almost lovers, almost us. That's almost if I meant so much to you, why was I so easy to leave? Why did I believe in something you didn't believe? Almost feels like heartbreak without the right to cry. 'Cause how do you explain a love that didn't try? We were almost lovers, almost whole, two hearts almost ready, but afraid of letting go. Maybe in another lifetime we'd be more than what we was, but tonight we're just a memory. Oh, almost us. Almost us, and that's the hardest part. We stood beneath the amber glow, like shadows with no names. Your breath was turning into smoke while mine called out your name. The streetlights painted outlines of what we used to be. Two figures close together, but miles in between. Your hand brushed past my fingers, but never chose to stay. Even in the quiet, I felt you slipping away. The night was cold and honest, it didn't try to lie. We looked like we were holding on, but we were saying goodbye. Silhouettes in streetlights, that's all we are tonight. Just outlines of a love they couldn't survive. We shine for just a moment, then fade into the dark. Two broken shadows with one shattered heart. Silhouettes in streetlights, watching each other disappear. Cars pass without noticing the war inside my chest. You said we'll both be better, but better feels like less. The city kept on breathing, like nothing here had changed. But everything between us was falling out of place. Face half lit, half hidden, like the truth you wouldn't say. You were already walking before you turned away. We didn't need a reason, we didn't need a fight. Sometimes love just breaks us and dies without a in streetlights, flickering in pain, standing in the afterglow of love we couldn't sustain. Your shadow touched my shadow, but never held on tight. We were almost something under fading lights. I'm gone, or was I just a passing shade you leaned on for so long? Streetlights don't last forever, they burn and then they break, just like the fragile promises we didn't know how to make. It'll look the same, but I won't be the person who stood here in your fame. Silhouettes in streetlights, that's all So it steps fade into the night. Only shadows remain. We used to move like music, every breath in perfect time. Now the silence in between us feels louder than the lines. Your touch don't spark the same way, your kiss don't fit my lips. We're dancing out of tempo on a love that's slowly slipping. I hear it in the distance, that steady sound we knew. But every time I reach for you, it skips and falls right through. We were thunder in a heartbeat, now we barely make a sound. Something in our pulse is breaking down. My heartbeat's losing rhythm ever since you changed. It used to race for you, now it stutters in the pain. We were steady like a drone, now we're fading into blue. I'm trying to keep it beating, but it won't sync up with you. Heartbeat losing rhythm, and I feel it in my chest. We talk but don't connect now, like strangers in disguise. Your eyes don't search for mine, they just look for compromise. You say we're just exhausted, that we only need some space. But space turns into distance, and distance leaves a trace. I'm counting every second between what's left unsaid, listening for a miracle in words we never meant. If love is still alive here, why does it feel so thin? Why does every I love you sound like isn't where anything? My heartbeat losing rhythm, trying hard to stay. It used to feel so natural, now it's fighting every day. We were reading like a melody that couldn't go wrong. Now we're just a broken chorus in a half-finished song. Heartbeats losing rhythm, and I don't know how to fix it. Do you feel it too? It's quiet in our veins, like love is on life support, breathing through the pain. If I hold you closer, will it start again? Or are we just pretending this isn't the end? My heartbeat's losing rhythm, but I'm still holding on to what goes on the harmony we used to build upon. Maybe some heart heal, maybe some just bruise, maybe loving you this deeply was something I'd still shifting air, the way the silence thickened, like you were never there. Your side of the bed was empty, but your scent still lingered on. You've mastered disappearing before the break of dawn. No note left on the counter, no message on my phone, just echoes in the hallway, and me here all alone. You don't swing, you don't slam, you just slowly fade, like I should already know the game you always play. You left quietly again, like love was never loud, like I was just a secret you couldn't say out loud. No final words, no warning, just distance in your eyes. You always choose the silence when it's time to say goodbye. You left quietly again, and it's louder every time. Every second, looking for a sign, a crack inside your promise, a shift inside your mind. You held me like you meant it, kissed me like you would stay, but your heart was halfway gone. Even yesterday, I keep forgiving shadows of a man who won't remain. You walk out like it's mercy, but it feels like slow pain. If you were going to leave me, why love me like that? Why build something fragile just to let it collapse? You left quietly again, without a single fight, like breaking me softly. One day I won't beg for someone who keeps choosing the easiest exit instead. You don't live in chaos, you live in calm disguise. The calm can cut much deeper when it's wrapped in lies. You next time I won't stay. Soft piano falls in minor chords. A slow, crying guitar soul answers the emptiness. Footsteps fade into nothing, and silence wins again. but I lock the memories in a box I wouldn't find, buried underneath the healing and the lies I told my mind. But your name lit up my phone tonight, like a match against the dark. And every wall I built around me fell apart. I was driving past the places we used to call our own. Now every street light flickers, like it's leading me back home. I swore I learned my lesson, swore I'd let you go, but some roads lead in circles, no matter how far you go. I'm crashing into old feelings, like I never left your side. All the wounds I stitched up are reopening inside. I was doing fine without you, or at least that's what I'd say. But one look at your shadow and I'm wrecked all over again, crashing into old feelings with no brakes left to press. Your voice still fits my heartbeat, like it never moved away. Every heartbeat you whispered pull me back to yesterday. I see us in reflections of store windows late at night, two ghosts standing close under broken traffic lights. I keep telling myself it's just nostalgia's game, but pain don't hit this heavy as nothing still remains. I changed the way I loved you, or at least I tried to, but healing isn't linear when it comes to you. I'm crashing into old feelings, like a wave against the shore. Every promise we abandoned is knocking at my door. I thought I loved to breathe and walk where you're never, but I'm suffocating slowly in the echo of your lines, crashing into old feelings, and I don't know how to stop. Maybe we're addicted to the way we used to be. Lay me broken pieces to cry from the reality of love that used chaos. Why does it feel like home? Why does every part of me still answer when you call? I'm crashing into old feelings. At this time I see the skies. I remember why it shattered, even for missions. I can't romanticize the nights that made me cry. Just because it feels familiar doesn't mean it's right. Crashing into old feelings, but maybe I'll survive. Soft piano trembles, like a fragile pulse. heartbeat steady. Old feelings drifting away. There's a red mark on your coffee cup, still sitting by the sink. Proof that you were here with me, closer than I think. Your lipstick on my collar, like a signature you signed. But you were already leaving in the back of your mind. You kissed me like a memory, like something we once had. Soft as a confession, but heavy and so sad. Your eyes said I'm sorry before your lips did. You held me like forever, but forever slid. Lipstick stains on goodbye, that's all you left behind. A color on my shoulder and a blur inside my mind. You painted me with passion, then erased me overnight. Now I'm staring at the mirror in the pale and broken light. Lipstick stains on goodbye, and they won't wash away. The hallway felt like winter when you stepped outside. Your perfume in the air, but your warmth had died. Ooh, you said it's not you softly, like that would ease the fall. But gentle words don't soften when you lose it all. I pressed my lips together, trying not to break, but heartbreak leaves a flavor no sweetness can replace. If love was only surface, you wouldn't hurt this deep. But you don't leave a mark like that on someone you don't keep. Lipstick stains on goodbye, smudged across my skin, a trace of something beautiful that could live within. You kissed me like you loved me, yet walked into midnight. Left me when your curve took away the light. Lipstick stains on goodbye, but it crimson in my chest. Was I just a moment crushed between your days, just a fleeting reflection in your restless ways? If I wash this shirt tomorrow, will I finally be free? Or are your fingerprints still all over me? Lipstick stains on goodbye, but the color starts to fade. Leave me so alive from said forever like it meant nothing could erase, like time would never dare to take us from this place. Your fingers trace my future like it was carved in stone, but promises feel fragile when you're standing there alone. The pictures on the wall still smile like nothing's gone astray, but forever ended quietly somewhere in yesterday. I didn't see the warning in the way you looked away. How can something endless end in just one day? Forever ended yesterday, without a sound, without a fight. One moment we were everything, the next you dimmed the light. I'm standing in the pieces of the plans we used to say, trying to understand how forever slipped away. Forever ended yesterday, and I'm still here today. Your side of the closet's empty, but your shadow's on the floor. Every room still whispers what we had before. You said we grew apart now, like ghosts don't leave a scar, like you love me someone deeply wasn't who we are. We play every memory like I'll find the exact place where forever started breaking behind your steady face. If love was meant to last, why did it feel so thin? Why did all the always quietly came in? Forever ended yesterday, but the ache won't fade tonight. The future we were building disappeared from the side. I still feel your heartbeat, it echoes through my chest, but forever doesn't mean what it once confessed. Forever ended yesterday, and I never saw it coming. Was forever just a feeling we mistook for fate? Were we just two believers who learned it too late? If I could turn the clock back, would we still fall apart? Or was the ending written inside our fragile heart? Forever ended yesterday, but I'm learning how to stand with empty hands and trembling faith, and now my future plans. Baby, love can be real, even if it doesn't stay. Baby, forever is just a word we couldn't hold anyway. Forever ended yesterday, but I'll survive tomorrow. Sad piano drips in minor tones, so crying guitar soloizes tenderly. The notes stretch into silence, till you walked away. Now every lonely melody knows exactly what to say. The radio is whispering everything I feel. Every broken harmony suddenly sounds real. Your goodbye still lingers like smoke inside my chest, and every minor chord tonight won't let my heart rest. Funny how the silence gets louder in the dark. Every note's a reminder of your fading spark. Sad songs sound sweeter when your heart's undone. Every lyric hits deeper when you've lost one. Now the pain feels honest in every trembling meter. I never loved the blues before. This sad song sounds sweeter. Your shadow on my ceiling dances with the light, like it doesn't know you're not coming home tonight. The piano cries softly, like it understands. I'll forever slip right through my shaking hands. I used to change the station when the tears would start. Now I let the music play in years of my heart. Every slow confession feels too close to truth, like the singer stole the proof of me and you. Sad songs sound sweeter when the love is gone. Every broken chorus feels like holding on. Now the ache has rhythm and soul feels deeper. I never sang along before, but sad songs sound sweeter when he paying us harmony. Maybe lost his tone. Maybe heartbreak only blooms when you're left alone. If joy is bright and fleeting, like summer in the sun, and sorrow stays beside you long after love is done. Sad songs sound sweeter when you're wide awake at night. Every fragile falsetto cuts beneath the light. Now I hear the guilt in every tear feels neater. I never knew my heart could break and make sad songs sound sweeter. Soft piano repeats the chorus melody. Clean electric guitar bangs gently crying in the background. The final note lingers in warm reverb, fading into quiet. There's a box beneath my bed, full of words we used to be, ink that swore forever, now just ghosts staring at me. Your handwriting still trembles across the fragile page. Promises in blue and black, now fading with the age. I strike a match in silence, watch the corners start to curl. Every love you always turns to smoke into the world. Ashes fall like snowfall on the kitchen floor tonight. Every sentence disappears in the flicker of the light. Burning letters softly, watching memories turn gray. Every word you wrote to me is slowly blown away. The fire glows so gently, but it's tearing me apart. I'm trying to erase your name without burning down my heart. Burning letters softly, but the pain won't fade away. The flames dance on your signature like they know your touch. How something once so beautiful could end up hurting this much. The paper bends and backends like the truth we couldn't say. We were breaking long before you ever walked away. Smoke curled around my ceiling like your arms used to hold me tight. Now the only warmth I feel is this lonely firelight. If love was written clearly, why did it blur so fast? Why do warnings always never seem to last? Burning letters softly, but they stream inside my head. Every line is echoing all the things we said. The things are small and quiet, yet louder than my tears, turning pages into ashes. Won't erase these years. Burning letters softly, still here with me. Baby, I should say one just to prove it was real. That once upon a lifetime you told me how you feel. But if I keep a single word, I'll never let you go. So I'll arch the final ember, fade into its glow. Burning letters softly, till there's nothing left to read. No more paper promises, no more silent peace. The fire's almost dying, but my chest still feels the heat. I turn the proof of us tonight, till you're not obsolete. Burning letters softly, trying to set myself free. Stove saw piano, pizza minor chord, cling electric guitar bends and cries gently above it. The last note lingers in soft reverb. My dissolving into the dark. Your side of the bed is colder now. No imprint where you lay. The warmth we used to hold at night has slowly slipped away. I try to trace your outline in the dark above my sheets, but all I find is empty space and echoes of your heartbeat. Your hands once felt like shelter, like I'd never be alone. Now the air is all that holds me, where your touch had once been home. Skin forgets the pressure of fingers intertwined, but my heart replays a feeling on a loop inside my mind. Touch fades, memory stays long after love is gone. Your whisper still lingers in every quiet song. I can't feel your hands now, but I feel you every day. Touch fades into nothing, but memory always stays. The scent from my sweater, let the fabric breathe again. But something in my chest still carries where you've been. The mirror shows a stranger learning how to stand without your steady comfort, without your guiding hand. I thought that time would heal me, like people always say, but time just goes the same. Clears me ache away. Your shadow's getting lighter, but it hasn't disappeared. Just silence was between us, still louder than I fear. Such fades, memory stays on beneath my skin. Every fragile moment replays where we've been. To pray, but love leaves more than fingerprints, and memory always stays. If I could hold you one more time, would it finally let me heal? Or would it carve a deeper wound, too sharp and too real? Maybe love's not in the contact, not in the hands we trace. Maybe love is what remains when nothing takes its place. Touch fades, memory stays like scars that softly glow, proof that something beautiful existed long ago. I learned to live without you, though my heart still aches. Touch may disappear with time, but memory never breaks. A slow, sad piano repeats the chorus progression in a minor key. Clean electric guitar enters, bending notes with a gentle cry. The reverb stretches wide and warm until everything dissolves into silence. Sunsets paint the window gold, but this room feels blue. Your shadow's gone from every wall, still unhaunted by you. Your coffee cup still on the counter, lipstick fading on the rim, like a quiet reminder of where we should have been. I said things I can't untangle, let my pride take flight. Now silence wears your perfume in the middle of the night. If I could pull the words back before they cut too deep, maybe we'd still be holding on instead of losing sleep. Regret looks good tonight, dressed up in my tears, standing in the mirror, facing all my fears. Every careless sentence echoes in the light. I lost the one I loved, and regret looks good tonight. Your name still lives inside my phone, but I can't press call. What if you don't answer? What if that's worst of all? The bed feels like the battlefield of everything unsaid. Two pillows miles apart, where I forever bled. I thought I'd win the argument, I never backing down. But victory feels empty when love is not around. If sorry came with courage, I scream it through the rain. But pride is just a shield that magnifies the pain. Regret looks good tonight, wrapped around my chest. A tale of kind of loneliness that won't let me rest. Every broken promise shines under these lights. I wore my ego proudly, now regret looks good tonight. Would you even hear me if I knocked upon your door? Or did I close it gently forevermore? If love is fragile glass, then I'll let it fall from sight. Now I'm sweeping up the pieces in the dark of night. Regret looks good tonight, but it don't feel right. You fix me like a memory I can't hold tight. I trade this lonely lesson to turn back one small fight. But all I have to hold me is regret, but looks good tonight. South's off piano plays a slow minor progression. Deep guitar bass hums beneath the silence. Green electric guitar bends into a crying solo. Kicking soft snare fade gently. Reverb stretches wide. Then everything dissolves into stillness. table, but the silence feels new. Your hand is in my hand, but it don't feel like you. Your eyes still hold my reflection, but they don't hold my soul. It's like I'm loving somebody I don't even know. Your voice is soft and steady, but it's missing that spark. We're standing in the daylight, still drowning in the dark. When did the warmth turn colder? When did the fire lose its glow? How did the one I knew so well become someone I don't know? You're a familiar stranger in love, close enough to touch, but miles away emotionally, and that hurts too much. I know the shape of your shadow, I know the sound of your name, but loving you now doesn't feel the same. You're a familiar stranger in love. We talk about tomorrow like it's just routine. No more late night dreaming of what forever means. Your laugh feels automatic, like it's playing on cue. I miss the way you used to smile, like it was only me and you. Two hearts under one ceiling, but drifting like the tide. We're holding on to history while letting go inside. If love is more than presence, why do we feel alone? How can something once so loud turn into a monotone? Stop trying. Maybe we missed its smile, quietly dying. If love is built on closeness, and why are we apart? Two strangers with the history of one broken heart. You're a familiar stranger in love, and it's time. Who's a stranger in our love? Sad soft piano plays a slow minor progression. Deep guitar bass hums underneath like a tired pulse. Kicking soft snare beats slowly spaced wide. Clean electric guitar cries in a bending, emotional. Reverb stretches long into silence, until all that's left is distance. I saw the way you looked at her, like I used to be your light. standing right beside you, but fading out of sight. You said I was your comfort, your safe place when you fall. But comfort isn't everything when you don't choose it at all. I gave you all my silence, held you through your fears. But love don't mean forever when it disappears. I was always there waiting while you were undecided. You kept my heart in question, what hurts you never hit it. I wish you chose me when it mattered most, when love was at the doorway and you stood that close. I would've fought forever, I would've never let it be. But you looked into her eyes and didn't choose me. Your goodbye felt gentle, but it cut me just the same. You said I deserve better, but you never said her name. Now I replay the moments, searching for the sign of when your heart stopped being completely mine. The house seat was like an echo of everything we planned, but I was just an option. I go on you 10. If love is about courage, then why'd you let it slip? Why did you loosen your fingers from my trembling grip? I wish you chose me instead of walking away. Instead I choose in silence when you could've chose to stay. I would've given everything, ooh, the best of me. But you chose a different future, didn't choose me. Was I just convenient? Just something unsafe to hold, while your heart was somewhere else, too restless to be told. If I wasn't what you wanted, why did you let me believe that I was yours forever? When you'd one day leave, I wish you chose me. I wish you chose me when the choice was clear, when love was still alive and we were still right here. Now I'm left with memories and what we used to be. I would've stayed through anything